Hey guys, how's everybody doing out there today? My name's Sean Gribbons. We'll just wait 1 second here for a few more people to jump online. It says they're joining in. Alright, cool. So, without further ado guys, my name's Sean Gribbons, and I'm going to talk to you today about how to buy and run your own short-term rental property. So, thanks for joining. Like I said earlier, my name is Sean P. Gribbons. I'm a realtor, and I'm an investment property specialist. I work in the Denver and Denver metro area serving buyers and sellers. Most of my knowledge and most of my business is in investment properties, and I've helped manage and ran multiple short-term rental property ventures. So we'll keep going here. Why would you want to own a short-term rental property? Well, I guess there's a few main reasons that most people want to own a short-term rental property. The biggest one is cash flow. People will just want extra money coming in. Maybe their house is paid off, they want to rent out a room, or they want to have a good retirement plan. So basically they will, buy a property that they can rent out short-term wise. And they rent it out to renters, and those renters come in and pay a nightly fee and essentially pay off that mortgage for the buyer who buys that. So you're kind of an investor on that end, but basically you pay it off, and then when you're retired, you just watch all this money come in, or not when you retire, but basically when you retire or when the house is paid off free and clear, or you can always sell the house, etc. I'm not going to get into those details. The number two reason is to help pay the mortgage or other bills. Maybe your house has a basement, a separate access or something like that. That would be a great short-term rental property. Have people come into your house for a night. You can set up things down there, maybe even a little kitchen for them to cook in. And, you can easily get probably $100 a night or something like that. Depends where you're at in Denver. But that's a big reason is, maybe you want to supplement most of your mortgage payment by having people rent your house. Why not? And then number three is freedom to do what you want. Maybe you have no problem paying your bills, but it would be nice to have a little bit of extra money coming in to go traveling or to do the things you want to do, whatever it is you like to do. So those are kind of the three main reasons why people own a short-term rental property. So I just like to throw in this number. People are always wondering, well, how much money do you make? Well, Airbnb states on their website that the average Airbnb owner makes around $500 a month. That's huge, That's, for a lot of people, that's half their mortgage. So we'll talk about what makes a good rental. And before we get into this, I want to tell a little story about how I got into this, the short-term rental properties. I'm a real estate broker. I started interning at my company when I was 16 years old. I've been doing this for about 7 years now. Been licensed for close to 3. And essentially, what I do is work with investors. So that whether that be fix and flip or like what you folks are interested in is rental properties, whether that be long-term or short-term, multi-family, apartment buildings, that sort of nature. I'm into all of that, have a lot of experience in it. Good deal of my business comes from it. But where I started with this was my managing broker at my office actually had me check in people to his Airbnb. So after kind of exploring the whole details with his, and he's killing it with his. He's making a lot of money. I mean, it's paying 3 times his mortgage. I'm not going to go into how much he pays or anything like that, but he's in a good part of Denver. He has a professional listing, and he kills it with his Airbnb. Literally, it's kind of crazy. So anyways, that's just how I got into the business, to give you guys a little bit of background. So what makes a good rental? This kind of ties in with my story. Well, location is the most important thing. It really is. With all real estate, location, 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 right? So typically short-term rentals are used by tourists or professionals. So where are these areas that they're typically, known to be, tourists and professionals? Well, in Denver, downtown, there's a lot of professionals and tourists coming into the city, whether they be, flying in and staying the night in Denver before they hit the ski slopes, or they're flying into Denver for a conference. Whatever it is, Denver is a pretty popular area. So I'm not gonna, give away any little secrets here. I only give away certain details to my clients. I've got to protect some stuff, right? That's what keeps me in business. So location is the most important thing. I've got a few hot spots around Denver that I, give my clients information on because I think there's certain areas that are better than others, and we'll put it like that. So the other thing that affects it is the size of house, residence, and ease of access. So a lot of people will, have 2-3 guests sometimes staying with them. So really, you got to find a good mix. I think a good mix is a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom. A loft is pretty cool. Anywhere that really you have parking, that hits on the third bullet point there. It's somewhere easy to get into and out of. So it can't be a lot of trouble for people. You'll get bad ratings pretty quickly if it's very difficult to check in and check out. Anyways, parking's big too. 1 space at least. Most people will have a car in Denver since we are pretty, drive around town friendly. We're not a big biking city or walking city just yet. So then once you've got your rental picked out, you've found a good location. Let's say it's a 2-bedroom townhome, easy to access, right off of 8th Avenue downtown. We'll say people can easily get in and out. It's on the thoroughfare out of downtown, so obviously side streets, things like that. 6th Avenue is easy to get onto, so it's a good part. It's easy for people to access around the city. Once you've got your place, what you want to do then is you want to make sure you've got some decent furniture that's, to be honest with you, pretty sturdy furniture. I mean, IKEA does have some good stuff, and it's cheap, and it looks nice, which is great for pictures. But you don't want something too large either, but you want something that's going to last. I mean, renters usually do put a little bit more wear and tear than you or I personally would on their furniture. So neutral colors are best, whites, grays, things that people, that's soft on the eye. You don't want to have any eye-popping colors. This is all stuff just to help your place rent and get better, better reviews. Everything is kind of down to a science with some of these things. So these are obviously tips I'm giving you guys. So the more closely you follow along with this stuff, the better and easier it's going to be to rent out your property. Newer updates help if you've got nice granite, if you've got newer cabinets. People like newer tile and kitchens and bathrooms. It just shows better overall, so will the pictures. Professional high-quality photos. My photo guy cost me $150. $150 in Denver, that's easily 1 to 2 night stay. You got to do it. You just have to. And I see so many people who take, photos on their iPhone. It's like, look, I've got an iPhone 7. It takes a great picture, but it's not going to be as good as a high-quality photo that's been edited, and you can get a virtual tour, so you can really get cool with it. And I'm telling you, all these things will just help your place rent way quicker. And great reviews. So I'll cover a little bit more of that on the next slide, but good reviews help immensely. So once again, I'll just kind of point out professional photos. You can see these are 2 of the same spaces that we're taking pictures of. I mean, look at the difference. It's like laughable almost. So pay the $150, get professional photos taken. I promise that $150 will be the best thing you've ever invested in this property. Okay, so setting everything up. So once your rental is ready to be rented, you've created your profiles online, Airbnb, VRBO. There's a few other good ones. Like I say, I got to save some stuff for my clients. Come work with me. I'll help you out. So once it's ready, you've got your pictures. Everything's online. You've got a good description. Then you're going to just get some basic stuff. This is more into renting it. So you get some basic toiletries. Obviously, toilet paper, you got to be stocked. I'd always give an extra roll for each bathroom. You want to do small shampoos if you want to get really nice. The little things are what promote good reviews, or promote people to leave a good review, I should say. Towels, always have fresh towels. Have multiple towels for each bathroom. At least 2 towels for each bathroom is kind of my rule. Sheets, I would usually have 2 to 3 sets of sheets, because sometimes you have to have backup, people back-to-back renting. So you may have someone checking in Monday morning, leaving Tuesday afternoon, and then someone checking in, 2 or 3 hours right after them. So with that also in mind, you really have to find a good cleaning company. If you're not a cleaner, if your place is clean, if it smells, don't do it on your own. go get a professional cleaning company to help you out. You guys can add it into the fees that you charge renters, so why not do it? The hotel does it with their pricing. They build it into the room price. You can do it like that. Or if you've ever rented from Airbnb, there's usually a separate fee for it. Why not do a separate fee? Most people understand the place has got to be cleaned. The next thing is also good reviews, guys, all come from a clean place. That is just 101. If the place isn't even clean, it doesn't matter what you put in there. It's not going to be to a lot of people satisfactory. So clean is number one. It's the biggest issue with Airbnbs and short-term rental properties. So make sure your place is clean. It's such a big thing. That's why I'm stressing it. And I just like to check in on my cleaning company, but you can usually find a cleaning company and someone who will kind of work with you, and you may have to pay them more or whatever, but a lot of these people will be more than happy to do the laundry while they're there cleaning. So when the next renter checks in, the sheets are already washed, towels have already been washed, or at least they're in the dryer, so that way when the next person checks in, they can just refresh them, get the wrinkles out, pull them back out, fold them, and set them up. That's really the best way to do this, guys. So managing your rental. When people schedule you online and book you out, it's always important to give them a lot of information about the property, the check-in process, this sort of thing. Some people give a weird check-in process. Personally, I always meet my guests at the property to go through the rules with them and just to show them the property. If they have any questions, which many people do, you can answer them right on site. And to be honest with you guys, the best thing you can do is say, hey, if you really enjoy my place, will you leave me a review online? Because the reviews are what is going to really benefit your business along with the pictures. Reviews and pictures, we all know it. That's what we're looking at when we're searching for properties. It's what I'm looking at when I'm searching for hotels or for an Airbnb to stay in. I'm looking at reviews and I'm looking at pictures. Is it nice? Do people like it? Pretty easy. So guys, I just wanted to kind of make this a very quick slideshow for you guys, give you a little bit of information. If you're interested in more, obviously I'm the expert. Please come to me. I'm really a real estate agent, so my email box, and I'm always available to call and talk to. But really, my big goal is to work with people who want to buy rental properties, because that's what I'm great at, is buying and helping you set up your rental property. So please, guys, the 3 keys to success that you should take away from this, if not anything else, is great looking pictures, location and amenities, and cleanliness. Those are really the 3 keys to success with this. I could add in a few more. I will say reviews are big too, and that's about it, guys. So if you have any questions or you want to take the next step and you're actually interested in purchasing a rental property, or even maybe looking into dabble into the Denver market and buy a rental property, I've helped dozens of people. Literally, like I say, this is my bread and butter. This is the main source of my business is investors. I do everything from fix and flip, so I'm great at if you need to buy a property that needs a little bit of work. I've got a list of contractors. I know the places to buy tile. I know everything in the business, guys. Please give me the call. I'm the expert. Feel free to use me as a resource. I have a really great website, SeanSellsDenver.com, and always my cell phone number is right there, 303-883-3833. Put me in your phone contacts as P Gribbons Realtor. That way, next time you need to buy a property, you just type in Realtor. Boom, I'm right there to help you. And of course, my email is Sean@buildings-residences.com. Really hope to help you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me them over. I'm trying to keep this short. Don't want to waste your time. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Look forward to talking to you. Have a good one.